We've got the newly crowned Australian indoor champion, David Holt, with us straight after his final encounter with Brett Wilkie. David, tell us about the match. You had the upper hand early, but it was neck and neck and came down to Brett's last bowl.
Yeah, I was playing really well, and I was getting a little bit frustrated because as quickly as I put them on the jack, Brett was taking them off. He was converting brilliantly. I didn't think he was ever going to miss, and I was going through my mind, if I lose this game, I'm going to be, well, we'd say stiff. I was going to be a little bit disappointed. When he goes to a tiebreaker, it's anybody's, but in a way, having lost the second set, when you go tiebreaker, you refocus, and I thought, okay, I'm going to win this now. I'm going to win these ends, and I managed to win it by one shot, yeah.
Brett's a former champion of the event. He's intimately familiar with the carpet. He's a quality act, but you had his measure today.
Yeah, I watched his semi-final with Steve Halmai, and the way he played, I thought, well, it's going to be tough to beat him, on particularly here in Queensland or Tweed Heads, because he would have had a lot more time on the rink than I would. It's got a few little runs in it, little tricks, but I had a good roll up last night, and I was satisfied myself with where the lines are. And just today I came out on a pretty good day, so both games I played well.
You're a highly credentialed former English representative yourself. Com Games gold medal and world pairs title to your name. How does this title rank among your list?
Pretty high. When I came to Australia, which would have been 12 years ago, 2002, I actually thought the Aussie indoor would be my cup of tea because I've played a lot of indoor in the UK. I managed an indoor club, but it took me quite a while to achieve it. No, it's been last couple of years with the Champion of Champions last year. I play the World in Christchurch this year, and then I believe I get to play a World maybe in Warilla next year. So it's all happening at the moment.
My very next question, you won the National Champions last October. You go into the World event later this year, but now you also boast the second opportunity to represent Australia, your adopted nation, with the World Cup next year at Warilla.
Yeah, the highlight of my year was supposed to be the World in Christchurch, so I kind of was gearing up to the World and thinking if I do nothing all year, just have a good week in Christchurch. So this is actually, icing on the cake now. I've got 2 Worlds to play, so it's considering I thought I was kind of retired, it's all happening.
2 Australian titles is fantastic. You just happen to pick the 2 that lead to a World event, yeah, so you couldn't have planned it better.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's called being very clever.
I imagine you'll come back to this event next year and try and follow in the footsteps of some of the sports greats, Steve Glasson, Kelvin Kirko, Ian Schuback, and win multiple titles.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's great to have the free entry now, if you like, because actually getting here is really hard to do, and there's not been that many winners. I think because Steve Glasson's won it so many times, it's a small band of winners. Trying to retain it, I think, would be a tall order, but who knows? Next year we'll give it a go.
Well, thank you and good luck with your 2 World events.
Thank you very much. It's been great.
Perfect. We're here with maiden Australian indoor champion Jamie Lee Worsnop. Jamie, you've just come off the green for the final. It was a hard-fought battle, but you got the better of Kay Moran in straight sets, of course with a tied set in the last end. Tell us about the match.
Kay played amazing, and it was such a close game the whole way through. I crept away in the first set, but the second set she stuck in there and played awesome.
Yeah, as you say, she is a fierce opponent, but you came across a lot of steep competition as you paved your way through the event. Tell us about your run.
It was a very tricky run. I had a few great competitions. Like, every player out here is amazing and they all play really well. So I was ecstatic to get this far and to win it even better.
And you are now the youngest winner of the $30,000 event in either gender. That's an outstanding achievement. Is it something that you thought you could accomplish so early in your career?
Yes and no. Like, I was just happy to get past the first round. To make it up here was a great achievement in itself. So I'm stoked to win it at 17.
And you've earned yourself a tidy little $6,000 winner's cheque courtesy of your final win. That must be a nice little bonus to go alongside your first senior national title.
Definitely is. I was just happy with the title, but the money's just a bonus.
And you've earned passage into next year's World Cup as a result of today's victory. You've represented the nation at junior level, but it must be exciting to make the leap to senior international matches against some of the world's best.
Yeah, definitely. I've never made it that far before, so I'm so excited now.
Will you get down to Warilla to test the greens out there ahead of the World Cup?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be down there practicing and give it my all.
And there's only ever been one multiple winner in the event in the women's field, of course, with 6-time winner Karen Murphy. Will you be back next year to defend your crown?
Definitely, I'll be back and try my hardest to win again, and yeah.
And what does this event mean to you now? You're only 17, you've got a lot ahead of you, a bright future, but you're now an Australian indoor champion.
Yeah, I still can't believe it, but I'm ecstatic, and yeah.
And you've quickly made a name for yourself in the sport, but some of our audience might still be getting to know you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You obviously play for St John's Park. You're 17, so you must still be in high school. How did you get involved in the sport? Who helped you get to this elite level?
My family got me into the sport, which they were great help. Dad, brother, Pop, Nan, they all helped me along the way, and Sharon Renshaw is my coach, and she does a fantastic job in helping me along the way.
And do you see this as your career for the next long-term future? Trying to emulate the successes of some of the likes of Karen Murphy and some of the Australian Jackaroos?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'd love to do, and hopefully I can do that.
Well, congratulations on your win, and best of luck for the future.
Thank you very much. Thank you.